Hi, my name is Tess Rivero, and I'm going to go through today with you four different parts in four different slides of how to help break down the walls of your classroom and get the kids to use the internet and be excited about learning and learn when they're not in your classroom. First thing we're going to talk about is just some basics with the Smartboard software. So, first of all, I want to emphasize to you just to play with the software. You cannot break it, okay? Try things, try suggestions from your students, and you'll start learning. That's how I've learned how to use it. I've been using the Smartboard software for about 5 years now. First of all, let's go through items on the toolbar. The toolbar is located on my computer down here at the bottom. If I want to move it up to the top, I can just choose to move up at the top. But I keep mine at the bottom. The little green arrow here with the plus sign is adding a new page. So when I select that, I get a clear page. You got your other icons here, just kind of like your regular Microsoft Word, opening a file, saving, pasting, my favorite, the undo button, redo, canceling, and so on. Now from here on out, we've got the items that are specific to a smartboard. One of the things I use a lot is a screen shade. So for example, if we have a quiz and I want to just show a little bit at a time to the kids, I can select the screen shade and it covers up everything on my screen, and then as I want to unveil things, I can slide it down, I can slide it over, I can slide it over from the left, and I can even slide it up from the bottom if I need to. I think I've got kind of a large file here, so I can slide it up from the bottom if I need to. Screen shade is really, really helpful. Next thing here is a full screen display, which again is very helpful. In math, I teach math, so I have a lot of long problems to take up most of the page. So if I need to be able to show everything all the way down to the bottom, which is here, I can select the full screen, and then as you look at the display, you can see everything on the whole entire screen. You can still write on it as you have a full screen display. And then I just click on the exit, and I'm back to a normal size screen. This next one is very helpful too. It's a dual page display. If I want to be able to see two different pages at the same time, I can select that, and then I can go back over here and have my screen or my page beforehand, and I can write on both again at the same time. Just click back on the same icon to bring it back to the one-page display. Next, we have one of the things I use very, very frequently, which is the screen capture or area capture. If you select this icon, it allows you to capture anything that you need. I mean, anything you can imagine. In fact, that's how I got this icon itself here on the screen, this picture. I just captured the picture on the bottom of the screen. So let's say I'm in Google or I'm on the web and I need this picture of the clock. So I go to capture and I see my little arrow here and I want to capture the clock in the calendar. So I just select all the way around it. And when I go back to my notebook software, I have my clock. And the neat thing about this is now I can move it as I need to. I'm going to get my pointer here instead of my pen. I can make it smaller, I can make it larger, I can do a lot of different things with my picture. So the area capture is a really, really nice feature. Right now I'm just going to cut it and put it on another page to get it out of my way for right now. The next icon, as we go across here, we've got the document camera icon. I hope to be getting one of those very soon. We've got a table icon. A pointer is really good. Like right now, I'm in the pen. And if I go to try to move my picture around, I can't because I'm on the pen, so I just select the pointer. And now I can actually move this around. Then the pen. As you can see, when I click on the pen down here, I have it personalized where I have a highlighter. Here I have another color highlighter, a little purple arrow. You can customize that as you want. We are also going to talk about customizing this toolbar over here to the left that you can see with the little arrows here. We're going to talk about how to customize that too. Then we've got a creative pen. Kids love the creative pen with the smiley faces and the stars and the tie-dye looking thing. So it's just another way to draw attention to what you're doing. The eraser. You have different thicknesses of your eraser, which is very helpful. One thing that I actually learned this year is I selected the eraser, and instead of old time having to erase every bit, you can go around in a circle and tap the middle of your circle, and everything inside your circle just got erased. Very helpful. It's also pretty neat. The whole thing here is just getting students' attention and making them think about school and learning in a different way. And the Smartboard software really helps us do that. Eraser, and then we've got the line tool here again. You can use different kinds. You can use an arrow, if you need a dot on the end, if you need a dotted line. But we can go in and customize these lines however we need to also. I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. Shapes. I'm a math teacher. I'm not a very good artist, so these shapes are very helpful. Lots of different shapes here, and again, you can customize that for what you need. Now, this next one here, I need to get my pointer. This one is a kind of, I don't really know what it's called, but I call it the snap to shape. I drew a square, but it wasn't a very good square, but it is with this tool. I draw a circle, snaps to a circle, or there's a little bit maybe an oval, it'll snap to a triangle, and it's really, really nice to be able to use that feature. The next pen is the Magic Pen, and my students like this one, not for this reason, as you'll see here in a second. Where did it go? Okay, that's a nice feature, kind of messes with them a little bit, gets them to pay attention. But the Magic Pen also is very helpful because it is a magnifier if I draw a square. So now my Magic Pen is a magnifier, and I can make it bigger or smaller if I need to. And then I can move it around so it will magnify different things on the screen. Again, this is really, really helpful. If I'm selecting the Magic Pen and I draw a circle, it's now a spotlight. And once again, I can make it smaller or larger as I need to, or I can drag it around my screen and spotlight different aspects of the screen. Very, very helpful feature. The other things are also very helpful here. We're not going to go through all of them. You can kind of play with them on your own. You've got paint, you've got your text, and so forth. This little icon here is the recorder. That I'm going to show you how to use that in a little bit. That's actually what I'm using to record this file right now. All of these items down here, you can add to your toolbar or you can take away from your toolbar. When you look over here on the left side of my screen, this is a little pop-up toolbar that I can make disappear, or I can bring it back as I need to. And I use this in my classroom a lot because it's easy for me to just go over here and grab and pull things that I need. So if I want to add things to my toolbar, I click on the gear here on the bottom, and I grab whatever I need, and I add it over there. And then when I'm done, I just click Done. Now, I don't really want two yellow highlighters, so I'm going to click on one of them, click on the gear icon to the left, and let's change this here. Let's make it kind of blue, and we'll save. And so now I have a blue highlighter and a yellow highlighter, and I just get to them by touching them, and there they are. Okay, let's go back and check and see which items we've talked about and which items we need still to talk about. So, we've talked about the toolbar, we've talked about the Magic Pen, the shapes, we haven't talked about the gallery yet. Screen capture, screen shade, dual display, full screen display. We talked about a little bit about the recorder, about where it is anyway. The white pen. Let me show you what the white pen does. It's really, really neat. Nobody ever wants to use the white crayon when you're little. But there you go. There's the importance of the white crayon. It covers things up, and then if you're in class, you can erase and you have your words there. So it's really, really neat. I think I'm running out of time here, so in the next slide, we're going to go ahead and talk about some of the other things that we haven't mentioned yet. Remember, all of these things are very helpful in order to help your kids be excited about learning, to see what new things you're going to do, and to learn how to break down the walls of your classroom. See you in the next file.